Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Tyson and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Tyson's ability to understand and respond to his formal on-leash obedience commands. The correction and the motivation that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Tyson's going to come home with his very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that properly during your follow-up training session. Now he's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise is one of the most important ones that we're going to demonstrate is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Tyson heel. Now at this point, keep your eye on where Rich's hand is on the leash. Keep your eye on the little tug and release that he uses if Tyson starts to get distracted. When Rich stops his feet, Tyson has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So with a big, strong pit bull like this, you have to be in charge of the walk. He can't for 1 second think that you are not prepared to correct him if he's not being a good boy.
Stay.
Now the next command that we're demonstrating is the sit stay. And all of these commands go hand in hand in getting you that well-balanced dog that knows you're in charge, that you can take for a walk, and that's not embarrassing you on the street. So I would recommend that in the beginning, when you're starting to work with him, you choose a quiet area. You're going to be working with him here at the school, so you feel more confident when you get him home. And we wanted to demonstrate all of his new skills for you so that you can see how important it is that you practice obedience to get the dog that you're wanting to get when you're out in public. Rich leaves him in another sit stay. You can practice this right inside. It's hot out here and he's a dark dog, so we're trying to get this video done for you. This time Rich will call him in. This is the come on command, and he comes, and he's been taught to come and sit, not jump all over you. So Tyson needs to know that you are the leader. And because he has all female ownership, he's taken on the pack leadership role. You need to take that back.
Down.
This is the down from a heel position. So with him seated at your left, you take your left open palm and you push it straight down toward the ground, and you give the one-word command to down and stay. Again, you practice this right in your living room. I mean, you can practice it anywhere, but make yourself comfortable because you're going to work up to a 5-minute long down stay. If he drops his head, Rich tells him no heel, gives that little correction on the training collar that we talked about.
Down. Stay.
And he does look at Rich for direction. Has him come and sit. And practicing your exercises in the house is really helpful, because if you don't have control of him in the house, you're not going to have control of him when you get him outside.
Down. Stay.
And this is all about him developing self-control and focus and maturity, and not just being a bull in a china shop all the time. And you can see that even though we're not doing anything all that strenuous, obedience training tires them and it makes them use their brain. Gives him a job to do, which he's never had before. And a great time to work him is right before you leave for work and right when you get home from work. This is your down from a distance. And you're going to lengthen out the amount of time that he can hold these commands for you. And that should be the only homework that you have to do. So Tyson did a great job of demonstrating all of his formal on-leash obedience commands. We have enjoyed working with him, although he has been a challenge at times. We will see you very soon, and we'll be right back.